Hi guys, it's Ryan from leprivatebanker.com. Just going to do a quick recap for Crude oil today and what I saw in the day and how I approached today. And so what I suggested yesterday, obviously going into the start of the week, is that we'd seen the 5 days of one time framing higher, and obviously the gameplay for the week was pretty much whether we're going to continue to trade this trading range that we've been in for the last 3 weeks, or whether we're going to see a breakout higher, an attempted breakout above this $94 a barrel level, and obviously now heading towards this $95 a barrel level. And as you can see, we just started the week off with an imbalance to the buy side. We've rejected the previous week's value area with quite strong buying on the day today. I mean, we literally one time framed higher for most of the day, and we see that sort of we broke the sort of one time frame in H, but I mean it's pretty minimal, and we see just continued buying into the close with upwards rotations. So as expected. Anyway, so just obviously going into the day, off of the open, we see the overnight was pretty rotational. I mean, we started to see this imbalance into the open, and we see this sort of spike higher just before the open, and we actually opened inside the developing value, inside the previous developing value. So there was potential for two-way trade and continued rotation on the day, but I mean, they pretty much the market came down. They ran some stops below this sort of $93 a barrel area. It came down to the developing value area low for the day. There was a nice accumulation here, as you can see, into this area, and there was the 5 exponential moving average there. I mean, the 5 exponential moving average was sitting about 92.80 at the time. So the market rotated down. Buyers started to accumulate and absorb all the sellers, and then into B we see this nice explosive move up. The buyers came in, they bought the developing value, and then the markets continued to see an imbalance form from after that happened. So I mean, what I looked to do is I started to establish a long position off the developing value area low. The stop then goes below the developing value on the day, and then below the 5 exponential moving average. And we just sort of play it from there, where the market goes. And then, as you can see, we see this nice move up. We see this buying accumulation. 10 o'clock news came out, and we see continued imbalance, buying, and then we see the imbalance for the rest of the day. So, I mean, once this happened, and I got fully scaled, and I pretty much just held this whole position. I mean, I did just bring it over. Give me 2 seconds. I did say in the chat box this morning, I said long off the developing value area low, stops below the overnight lows, rejecting last week's value and holding the 5 EMA. And I said the context for the week was inside week, or we're going to continue to play the range, or we're going to see a breakout above the 94 of dislocation. And then I said obviously the crude intraday target now became Friday's high of day, but I said how I was supposed to put now, but now there are a ton of buy stops above the 94.07s. So if we break above, it might be worth trailing the stop inside the developing value and reading order flow into this area. So this, we broke out of the previous highs, and we see this nice aggressive buying coming in. You can see the delta. I mean, we came down and we tested the zero for the day on delta, and we see this strong buying come in. We see a strong buyer come in, and we auctioned above the Friday's high of day, and from there the market just become extremely imbalanced, and we just see buying for the rest of the day. So in this sort of type of scenario, when we're seeing this type of behaviour in the market, the best way to manage to trade is to wait for the market to come back into balance and show two-way trade in the market. We didn't do that for the whole day, so I mean, I managed to capture pretty much the whole day's range almost today with my runner. You can see we had a 180 tick range on a day, so I mean, I got into this sort of 92, 95s. I started to get long, and then scaled, and then my runner I just exited into the close. So Just a very nice day here. I mean, we did auction pretty much from one side of last month's value to the other side, so targets into this 94.56 got filled. So just a very nice logical day on the day today. So I mean, that's just how I approached it. This is what I was looking at regards to the current auction that was on place for the day, and as you can see here on the TPOs, we opened again inside day. We auctioned down to the value area low. Buyer stepped in. We broke out of value. You can see the accumulation into the K spike from Friday, which was a heads up that there was volume building here. And then finally, someone stepped in. The market pushed higher. So we see this clear sort of dislocation here. So once this dislocation happened, then obviously, like I said, the market's showing an imbalance to the buy side. So there's no reason to get out of this until the market comes back into balance and shows two-way trading on the day. And obviously that didn't happen into the close, so we just held positions long into the close to profit from on that. I mean, just there are some key levels above here now. So I mean, the 94.92. I mean, if we start seeing some clear sort of buying coming in above this 94.92, 95.60, then I really do think that we've got a good chance of auctioning to the other side of this year's value. So I mean, $98 a barrel is on the cards if we see these fractals taken out here, as I suggested in the recap video that I did last night going into this week. Obviously it's still early doors here. I mean, we have rejected last week's value here now, and we have seen an imbalance clearly start in the week, but this isn't to say that we won't come back into balance, and we could see obviously rotations back down here. We'll just have to see what happens and obviously play off the market generated information as we come in each day. But I mean, clear 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 days of one time frame in higher. The fast time frame moving averages are starting to slope higher. So let's see if we can continue to break down these sellers and move higher. Anyway, I'll leave it at that, and I will catch you all tomorrow. Good luck, take care, and goodbye.